Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Naval Action Battles, and as you can see by this gorgeous ship I have the Christian. Yes, I think that's a Danish ship. It definitely looks Danish design. It kind of looks like a, sort of also reminds me a little bit of Bologna, but I mean, we know that Bologna is not Danish, but it's beautiful. Look at this, look at the artwork on it. And yes, I will be fighting a St.Pavel, so also a second rate, and I think it will be an interesting battle. I'm sailing with an oak frame fir planking, which means that it's fast enough, but it takes damage like a sponge. So as you can see, I'm disabling the first two top deck and two top decks, because those are carronades that I'm using. So I will be using them only point blank and only after my two main decks have fired. That's the tactics, because if I was using like 9-pounders, those are just useless. They throw your aim, there's no point. So when you have more than two decks of guns, you should be firing by the rank or firing by the deck. So my top two decks, as I said, are carronades, and the bottom two are longs, which gives me the ability to both fight close and far with a good degree. And the good thing about the carronades on the top two decks is that they're high caliber. I think, I don't know exactly the caliber, but I think it's either a 42-pounder or something. Anyway, it's massive. Hard to port, well, a little bit to the port, and getting ready to fire the bottom two decks, after which I will be quickly switching and firing the top two decks. Alright, getting ready, aiming for the waterline, sort of, and 3, 2, 1, and fire! And then switching quickly and firing. Oh, look at that! Now, let's see how did we fare. We did not take any damage, okay? What about Buenaventura La Roque? How did he fare? Oh, and he took some damage. Good. I like that kind of exchange. It's fair. Fire with fire. Hard to starboard. Which means, as always, I will be focusing his starboard side. Not really a shocker, but there you go. Now, what I'm expecting with my Christian, it is a little bit less guns than I think the St.Pavel, and it's a little less armored, so I'm expecting it to be able to turn a little bit more. Oh, it has 41 guns, so that means I may even have more guns than him. Oh, that's cute. Okay, and my decks are being reloaded. Okay, come sweetie. Yes, there you go, turn towards me. I'm gonna disable the top deck again, and oh, those are carronades. Okay, bottom decks, fire! $25 to the gun hull, 25 to the crew. I like those numbers. And he is doing some damage. You have to take into account, I think, that he is a little bit more battle rating than I am. I have to double check that, to be honest. I knew the relative standing before the Christian came in, but I don't know where it fits in. So, going hard to port, and now I'm presenting a shallow target for him, so when he fires his cannons, well, he's missing for the most part. Okay, and getting ready to fire. Now I'm gonna fire my two carronade decks. As much as I can, at least. And fire! I tried to depower sails, but it really wasn't going through, so just only two to the hull, sadly. I was thinking of maybe if I could hit the mast, but now we can hit the gun. Fire! And we are firing from the stern. 24 to the hull, 1 to the module, and 15 to the crew, and the module being pump. I like that. I mean, overall, looks like an even fight, more or less. but I definitely don't intend it to be an even fight, so he's only firing and dependent on the reload of his cannons, while I'm going to now turn around and fire bottom 2 decks at him, firing from the stern, of course. It doesn't really matter that much as long as you hit. Fire! Well, 14 to the hull. Well, that could have gone a little bit better, but I'll take it. Now, once again, hard to port. So the goal is, while he's reloading, I'm turning my ship. That basically distributes the damage dealt on me and also helps me to fire more often than him, because the reload takes longer than it takes me to turn, so... Okay, rudder amidships. So I'm actually gonna go closer to him, pretending that I'm gonna, you know, stern rake him. Okay, I might even fire my bow chasers. Yeah, he is doing some damage though. Come on. Okay, let's fire at his sails, shall we? Now I'm actually gonna cut him off. Oh right, yeah, that's better. Slightly to starboard, and now he's turning, I can tell by his sails, which means he'll look to level out, getting ready to fire from the bow, disabling the top 2 decks, and fire! And then fire the top 2 decks. Sadly he turned too quickly, but 22 hulls and 8 leaks. Well, that's brutal. Alright, hard to starboard. And you can tell already that, from the looks of it, that he's been soaking up more damage, which is the whole point. And his rudder and his pump are pretty badly hit. So I'd say this is an on par even battle, but between 2 equally rough ships. Oh, it's a beautiful screenshot though. Alright, now let's take a look at that. Buenaventura, Laroc. My cannons have almost reloaded, and he's firing a full-on broadside using random fire. And perfect. Now, preparing my cannons. Alright. Coming broadside to broadside with him. Disabling the carronades. Depowering the sails. Come on, I want to sit a little bit lower in the water. Fire! And then carronades. Fire again. Ooh, 42 to the hull. Man, I'm killing him. Alright, let's repower the sails and then hard to port. Now my 4 stern 68-pounder carronades shall fire. Fire. Dot, 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 dot. Every single cannonball counts, so... Yeah, and he's sending lots of cannonballs. Okay. Getting ready to fire. Come on. Depower. And fire. Aim. Fire. There we go. See if some carronades do manage to do some damage as well, but... Okay, repowering the sails. Hard to port. Rinse, repeat again. Oh, I just noticed my pump is a little bit damaged. So, yeah, fixed it. Okay, Buenaventura Laroque. It's about time for you to start meeting your maker. Sooner rather than later. The question is, should I be able to last the fight without even popping up a repair? Let's give it a try. I think I will. Yes, come over, buddy. Come over. Yeah, turn the sails. One at a time. I hate when he fires like that, because then he always has something to fire. Come on, turn, boy. And fire. And carronades and fire into his sails. Just on an odd chance that we manage to dismast him, why not? Some to the sails, 3 to the mast. I don't see why not. Okay, I think he's almost had it. So time in to chime in and finish the job. Oh yeah, rudder pump. All the worst parts of the Bible basically for him. If only I could pop a faster reload. That would be really fun. Rudder and pump. He's already at 6 to 6 men. I mean, my broadsides are killing him, literally. They're devastating. Okay. And now I'm thinking if I pass beside him, I might as well, you know... Yeah, let's do hard to port. Oh, and look at this. He's turning hard to port as well. And I'm turning hard to starboard. Which means he is showing me his rear. And trying to turn the one good side that he has, and I'm not buying it, so I'm definitely gonna go and fire the chain up his ass. Oh, some to the mast, why not? Good. And now I'm gonna go straighten up. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty ass that's gonna get pounded. Fire! There we go. Oh, and we started the fire. Ain't that a hoot? Oh boy, I really feel sorry for the poor schmuck. He is cooking. By the way, guys, you know, I don't know if you're aware, but there's a wipe coming up next week, I think, sometime. So, yeah, everybody's going back to the dinghies. In the next episode, you will see me in my trusty rowboat as I try to hit the enemy captain with my oars. Yeah. I really wish if this was the last, because, I mean, grinding all the way back is a little bit tedious. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the game, I love playing it, but, I mean, getting from scratch, seriously? One to the mast. Let's do a broadside, shall we? Sails, mast, crew, and let's do another one to the broadside. Oh, sorry, not to the broadside, but see if we get some mass. I'm just curious to see if we could dismast him. Would be fun to watch, wouldn't it? Carronades. Oh, those are firing a little bit too high for my taste. Alright, and I think one more good broadside and then he's gone. And now he used the opportunity that I should have used and literally emptied his broadside into me. Well, fair enough. I deserve that. And I thought basically to turn the other cheek, and then I realized why bother. I have enough armor to take one more broadside from him if I need to. That I'll just get a little bit closer and then I'll fire a broadside that's supposed to be finishing the job. You all have your orders, yes. There we go. And fire. Fire! 12 to the hull, 12 to the... Another broadside, come on. Don't let me down now. There we go. Modules, cannons, crew, and then the carronades, and another set of carronades. There we go. I believe that concludes our business with Mr. Pirate over there. Yeah, you can fire all you want. In the end, I didn't pop a repair. I was thinking, should I do it? But no, not really needed. And let my stern carronades finish the job, preferably if possible. Fire. And of course I missed terribly. Fair enough. Maybe I'll just do a passing, 44 gun salute. Going hard to port, and that's basically how you fight on even terms. You're trying to get as many or generate as many opportunities as you can of hitting the enemy while avoiding getting hit yourself. It's really that simple. Oh, this was basically for the crew just to shed themselves out of fear. I think he's gonna sink before I manage to do another pass. His pump is damaged, his rudder is gone, and he is already raising his periscope and saying, "Thank you, GrunfWorks. You sent me to Mr. Davy Jones." There we go. Well, guys, like if you like the episode, you know what to do. Hit subscribe, share it to your friends, and let me know what ship are you sailing in. And I will see you on the high seas in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.